still salty. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Go Giants. Episode 18, I'm your host, Mr. Mini Guy, and yes, in my fashion, I upload this a whole week late. Now, of course, Giants had the bye week, so that's kind of why I just didn't upload it until like literally just now. But you guys already noticed, Eagles post-game. Everybody and their mom knows this already. After 4 years, the Giants finally beat the Philadelphia Eagles. You already know what I'm going to take you through at this point. I've done this this episode like 9 different times already. Post-game, stats, and some standing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. With 11:20 left to go in the first quarter, Daniel Jones keeps the ball off of an RPO, runs the ball into the end zone for a touchdown, making the score 7-0 Giants. After that, the Eagles settle for a 40-yard field goal, which they make, making the score 7-3 Giants. In the beginning of the second quarter, Daniel Jones hands the ball off to Wayne Gallman, which he powers in for a touchdown, making the score 14-3 Giants. With around 12:42 left to go in the third quarter, Carson Wentz hands the ball off to Eagles running back Boston Scott, who runs the ball into the end zone for a touchdown, putting 6 points on the board. After that, the Eagles go for the 2, which they successfully make, making the score 11-14 Giants. After that, the Giants drive down the field, capping it off with a touchdown run by Wayne Gallman, making the score 21-11 Giants. With around 5:27 left to go in the third quarter, Carson Wentz hands the ball out to running back Corey Clement, who ends up scoring a touchdown, putting 6 points on the board. After the touchdown, the Eagles attempt to convert the 2-point conversion. However, they fail, keeping the score 17-21 Giants. With 7:50 left to go in the fourth, the Giants kick a 35-yard field goal, which they make, making the score 17-24 Giants. With 3:11 left on the clock, the Giants kick a 44-yard field goal, which they make, making the score 27-17 Giants. In a critical moment in the game, the Eagles attempt to go for it on fourth down on a 4th-and-16. However, they are unsuccessful, leading to a turnover on downs, giving the Giants the ball right at the 2-minute warning. The Giants then proceed to kneel the ball and win the game. For the first time since 2016, the Giants actually beat the Philadelphia Eagles, and it feels amazing. To tell you the truth, the Giants should have beat them the last time if only Evan Ingram could catch the ball. This was a terrific game all around by the Giants. Every single side of the Giants shined. Both offense, both defense, and both special teams. Well, that's really 3, not 2, but you get what I mean. Good to finally beat the Eagles. This puts us right in the race to make it to the playoffs. And hopefully, when we beat Cincy, this will further expand our chances of making the playoffs. And that's it for the recap. Now it's time to look at some statistics. Looking at Daniel Jones' stats, he completes 21 passes out of 28 attempts, or a percentage of 75%. Passing for 244 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interception, with a rating of 100.9 and taking 3 sacks. Game after game, Daniel Jones has shown nothing but improvement. And every single time Daniel Jones has a game without turning the ball over, the Giants win the game. Let me go ahead and apologize real quick for that video that I made after the Buccaneers game, where I said Daniel Jones is in the future of the New York Giants. I'll be 100% honest with you right now. 100% thinking irrationally. Realistically, it's too early to tell, but this is a really, really, really good sign. Hopefully Daniel Jones will continue to play like this, especially against Cincinnati, whose defense isn't that good at all. Looking at Wayne Gallman's stats, he rushes 18 times with 53 yards, rushing 2.9 on average, rushing for 2 touchdowns. In the reception game, he catches 1 pass for 7 yards. Once again, Wayne Gallman has shown that he's the running back that the Giants need, with both Saquon Barkley and Devontae Freeman going down. Now, Wayne Gallman's contract will expire after this year, and at this point, I don't see why we shouldn't keep him. I think that we should extend Wayne Gallman, as if he continues to play like this, then we should definitely keep him. Looking at Darius Slayton's stats for the game, he completes 5 passes for a total of 93 yards, with an average of 18.6 per catch. Now, I know there's been a lot of talk whether if Darius Slayton could be the #1 wide receiver. As of right now, I don't think so, but in the future, it's very, very possible if he continues to play like this. And hopefully he'll continue to improve game after game, and hopefully within the span of a couple of years from now, he will be the #1 wide receiver. If not, we should get another #1 wide receiver, because in my personal opinion, I like Golden Tate, but I don't think he will be the #1 wide receiver, as he's kind of up there in age. I really do think that with Golden Tate out of here, we could have Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard and a #1 wide receiver, and this will be a really good receiving core. And speaking of Sterling Shepard, in this game, he completes 6 passes for a total of 47 yards with an average of 7.8. Once again, Sterling Shepard has continued to show that he is a good receiver after coming off an injury. It is unfortunate that, Sterling Shepard has been injured most of the time, but especially in games against the Eagles, he really, really produces. Hopefully we can continue to see this in the game against the Bengals. And that's it for the statistics. Now it's time to look at some standings. Lastly, we'll look at the standings for the NFC East. In first place with a 4-7 record are the Washington Redskins, as they blow out the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Their next game, technically the Cowboys and the Redskins don't play this week as they played on Thursday on Thanksgiving, but their next game in early December, I believe it's December the 6th, will be against the Pittsburgh Steelers. In second place with a 3-6 record are the Philadelphia Eagles, where they will stay at home to play against the Seattle Seahawks. In third place are the New York Giants with a 3-7 record, where we will go on the road to play against the Cincinnati Bengals. And in fourth place with a 3-8 record are the Dallas Cowboys, where they will have to travel to Baltimore to play against the Ravens. Honestly, I need to stop drinking this. There's so much salt in this beverage that I'm probably going to get high blood pressure. So let me put this down. Giants beat the Eagles for the first time since 2016. If only we could have done that with the Cowboys too. We also haven't beaten since 2016. But today, consecutively today, because it's 1 o'clock when I'm making this video, the Giants will face off against the Cincinnati Bengals in a must-win game. I'll go over more about this in my preview video, but as for now, that's the end of this video. Giants win against the Eagles. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, go Giants!